right, guys. Welcome back to the Detroit Sports Bettors Picks and Plays show. I am Matt Kowalis from Detroit Sports Bettors, and the regular season finale is upon us. Week 18 is here, and if you have been following the Detroit Sports Bettors Picks and Plays show since week 3, when this actually started, I was slacking a little bit. You do know, though, that we are 55-29 on the year, and we are hitting at a 65% rate. And I just wanted to say how much I appreciate all those people who have come on board, subscribed to the channel, commented, liked the videos. You know, I really do appreciate it, because without you guys, we wouldn't be able to grow this channel, grow the brand, anything like that. And I do realize we only have around 555 followers or something like that, but I appreciate each and every one. The videos will continue to come, and I hope we can just keep growing in the future. But with that being said, week 18 is upon us. We are 56-29 on the year, and I would love to see us hit that 60-win mark. Okay, so I do have 5 picks and plays for week 18. Remember, you always need to monitor for COVID. You always need to monitor for those teams where the game does not matter, okay? But in week 18, we will be targeting teams where the games do matter. And as you know, I like to target situations. With that being said, though, let's get into week 18 and start with the Pittsburgh Steelers going on the road against the Baltimore Ravens. Okay, the Baltimore Ravens have a -4 spread here, and that is exactly where I'm going to be going in this one. For starters, the Steelers played on Monday Night Football and lose a day of rest and preparation. When you have a quarterback like Ben Roethlisberger, who is really getting up there in age and starting to show it, I think that hinders the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then on the other hand, with the Baltimore Ravens, okay, the Baltimore Ravens have revenge on their mind. They lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers in week 13 by a questionable two-point conversion call by Coach Harbaugh. And, you know, he got a little bit of flack for that. And because of that, I think Baltimore is going to take that personal, and they are going to go and get this game for Coach Harbaugh. Last week, Pittsburgh Steelers are coming off a win against the Cleveland Browns, but that's not always good for Pittsburgh. They are one of the more inconsistent teams in the entire NFL, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are 0-4 against the spread when coming off a straight-up win. The Baltimore Ravens, on the other hand, lost last week to the LA Rams, okay? The Baltimore Ravens are 4-1 against the spread when coming off a straight-up loss, okay? Making me like Baltimore even more. The statistics back Baltimore. And you guys know how I felt about Pittsburgh all year long. Pittsburgh, on the offensive side of the football, has been a team that actually runs the football better than they pass it. And they're expected to be without Deontay Johnson. Then you look at the Baltimore Ravens, on the other hand. Their greatest strength on defense is run-stop. Lamar Jackson's expected to play. Tyron Huntley's expected to play. I just think that this really favors the Baltimore Ravens here. They need this game more. They're getting some of their guys back. You know, if Lamar Jackson plays, I think they smash this -4. Either way, Baltimore Ravens ruin Big Ben's homecoming. Take the Ravens -4. Moving on to the Seattle Seahawks going against the Arizona Cardinals. That is a -6.5 spread for the Arizona Cardinals. That's exactly where I'm going to be going in this one. The Arizona Cardinals last week beat the Dallas Cowboys, who one of the better teams in the NFL currently. You know, the Arizona Cardinals started the season 7-0, have gone 4-5 since then, but that Dallas win could have been that win that really just rights the ship, okay? Now they face the Seattle Seahawks at home with a -6.5 spread. When the Arizona Cardinals have won this season, you know, they have 11 wins. 9 of those 11 wins have come by 7 or more points. Then you take a look at the Seattle Seahawks, who won against our own Detroit Lions last weekend. And the Seattle Seahawks are 0-5 when facing a team on the road with a winning record, which once again holds true for the Arizona Cardinals. The Seattle Seahawks are potentially without 6 of their most key players, Bobby Wagner being one of them. So again, they're definitely going to be hindered by the injury bug. And then again, the Seattle Seahawks statistics just do not back them. The Seattle Seahawks are 3-12 against the spread when coming off a win, which again, they won against the Detroit Lions last week. Arizona Cardinals are still very much in division winning contention against the LA Rams. If the Rams lose and the Cardinals win, they win the division. Okay, so because of that, I like the Cardinals -6.5 here, and that is where I'm going to be siding in this one. Moving on, we have the Atlanta Falcons at home against the New Orleans Saints. Currently, the Atlanta Falcons have a +4 spread here, and that is exactly where I'm going in this one. Personally, I just don't think the Saints are that good. Yes, they have a very good defense, but they have so many issues at quarterback. They've really struggled to score points. Not saying Atlanta is amazing or anything like that, but Atlanta is competitive. This is a rivalry game. Okay, the better quarterback is definitely Matt Ryan. The more experienced quarterback is definitely Matt Ryan. So for me, I'm going to put my faith in Matt Ryan. You know, this is a low total. We've talked about this before. With low totals and 3-4 point spreads, I more often than not go with the team getting points. This situation too, the better quarterback is with the Falcons, the team getting points. This is also the home team, and it's a rivalry game. So to me, I do see this staying close. I don't think the New Orleans Saints are a team that are going to blow you out or even really beat you by 7 these days. I think 4 points is just too much, more than a field goal. I'll take that here. Give me the Falcons +4 at home against the Saints. Moving on, we have the San Francisco 49ers traveling on the road to go against the LA Rams. Right now, there's a 4.5 spread for the San Francisco 49ers, and that is where I'll be going in this one. For me, both teams just have too much to play for here. I expect it to be competitive. And again, another rivalry game, okay? And I understand a lot of people's worry with San Francisco because Jimmy Garoppolo was out with the hand injury last week. But either way, I thought Trey Lance played pretty well, and he adds another dimension to the game with his legs. Either way, I think we see both quarterbacks in this game, and the San Francisco 49ers run some sort of, Trey Lance Wildcat, maybe some quarterback powers, maybe some RPOs, stuff like that. So again, this San Francisco 49ers team is just incredibly talented, with Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Elijah Mitchell is back, Trey Lance and Jimmy G. I just think this is a team where with everything going on, with both teams truly needing this game, I think both teams are just so talented that this has to stay close. Yes, I do think the LA Rams end up winning this one. This isn't one that I think San Francisco is going to end up, getting. More so because they won the first one. It's tough to beat a team twice. The Rams have revenge on their mind. So again, I do think that the San Francisco 49ers are going to have the ability to keep this close, but I do think the Rams will win this one outright. This is one that there's not a lot of science behind it. I'm just kind of going with the rivalry narrative here. I think San Francisco is a team a lot of people will not want to play in the playoffs. Having like guys like Nick Bosa on the other side, they're tough. They're tough. And with the way that Matt Stafford has been playing football as of late, he has been turning the ball over. And if you're going to turn the ball over against the San Francisco 49ers team, I think they're going to have the ability to keep it close. So I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers at +4.5 in this one. Moving on to our last play of Week 18, the season finale, we have the Tennessee Titans -10 going on the road against the Houston Texans. And the Tennessee Titans -10 is exactly where I'm going to be going in this one because one team still really needs this game and the other team probably doesn't want to win this game in the Houston Texans. And right now the Tennessee Titans are currently 11-5 on the season, and they are in the hunt for a first-round bye with the Kansas City Chiefs. And if you recall, the Tennessee Titans won that game against the Kansas City Chiefs. So if they tie, the Tennessee Titans will get that game. And I also want to pat myself on the back for that one because if you can recall, the Tennessee Titans were a +5.5 spread in Kansas City, and 3% of the people took it, and that was my play of the week. That was like week 7 or something. I still remember that, but still holds true now, and it matters. Still here. So what I'm getting at is the Tennessee Titans really need that first round bye. Derrick Henry is potentially coming back. And if they had that bye, that would give him a week to come back to mesh with the team even more, get that play action game down right. And for the first time, Tennessee, and I don't know how long, Tennessee would have Henry, A.J. Brown, and Julio all back at the same time. So they really want this first round bye. Looking at the Houston Texans, they're 4-12 right now, the fourth worst record in the NFL, and they do not want to get any better. They do not want to play spoiler here. They are thinking about the future, their draft pick, and who they can get. I think this is going to be a game where it's a tank. -10 really is not that much when it comes to the Tennessee Titans, just because they have one of the better defenses in all of football, all three levels too. They're able to get to the quarterback, they have solid linebackers, and they have solid secondary. And Houston does not really do anything all that well on the offensive side of the football. I think this is a game where they just want to go home. They just want to be done with the season. And again, as for the Tennessee Titans, I just can't see the Texans scoring more than 10, 14 points against them. So if they can get 24 points, I think they cover this spread no problem. So I'll be on the Tennessee Titans -10 in this one. And that's it, guys. Trying to make these videos a little quicker, because going forward, they're going to be maybe around 5 minutes, hopefully. But let's recap week 18. Hopefully we get to that 60 win mark, 66%, 67%. Here we go. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers going against the Baltimore Ravens. We have the Baltimore Ravens -4. The Seattle Seahawks going against the Arizona Cardinals. We have the Cardinals -6.5. We have the Atlanta Falcons at home going against the New Orleans Saints. We have the Atlanta Falcons +4. We have the San Francisco 49ers traveling on the road to go against the LA Rams. We will have the San Francisco 49ers +4.5. We have the Tennessee Titans going on the road to face off against the Houston Texans. And we have the Tennessee Titans -10 in this one. And as always, guys, week 18, remember to monitor COVID. Remember to monitor those teams where the game does not matter. Okay, you don't want to bet on a team and they're just going to come out and lay down because they want to tank for the draft. Okay, so keep that stuff in mind. Again, greatly appreciate, can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys tuning into the video each and every week, hitting that like button, subscribe, comment, means the world to me. So again, I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys got plenty of wins this season. All right, so again, week 18, season finale. I am Matt Kowalis from Detroit Sports Bettors, and stay tuned for the NFL playoffs. We will have videos for the NFL playoffs as well, but that is it for the regular season, y'all. Hopefully we hit that 60 win mark. I am out. Peace.